What is up, everybody? It's BMX Bracketology, and I am back with another video. Today, I'm going to be predicting the South region in the NCAA tournament in March Madness. So let's just get right into the games. So we got the 1 seed Auburn versus the 16 Alabama State. Alabama State just had a crazy win against St. Francis last night. Buzzer beater tipping, not tipping, but tipped right to the player. Easy layup. Crazy game last night. More about Alabama State. Head coach Madlock, his son's on the team, third leading scorer. Very, very cool story there. This Alabama State team does take care of the ball very, very well, which is something that I really like in tournament play, just because they're able to not let other teams turn them over. But they're not a good rebounding team. They're not a good shooting team, and if you can't keep up with Auburn, you won't be able to hang with them. I think Auburn's just going to hammer them inside, and they're just going to outshoot them. So give me the 1 seed Auburn to win this one. And then we got the 8 seed Louisville versus the 9 seed Creighton. Guys, first game of the tournament. This might be the best game you'll see all tournament. These two teams are so good. Both of them, I think, are playing at a really, really good level right now. Louisville got absolutely snubbed as an 8 seed. No reason. I had them as a 4. Like, if they slid them to a 5 or a 6, I'd have been like, okay, maybe I was a little too high on them. But 8, no reason why this Louisville team should be an 8 seed. And, they didn't even have Rain Smith, and they beat Clemson. Like, when this team has Rain Smith, they are a top 16 team. But Creighton, on the other hand, their early season foes kind of let them slip back this year. But once they got into Big East play, they've been playing very, very well. I think just like Louisville, their inside presence isn't very good. I don't love their three-point defense, and Creighton loves to get up threes. Both these teams love to get up threes. I think Louisville has the better shooters on the outside, but they don't play as good a defense. And I think Creighton has the interior game with Kalkbrenner. I think Louisville's just going to have to shoot really, really well this game, which they do. But I don't know. I just don't love their inside game. So I'm going to roll with the 9 seed Creighton in this one. And then we got the matchup everybody's been talking about. It's the 5 seed Michigan versus the 12 seed UC San Diego. This is a game, guys, that I still truly don't know who to pick. Like, it's either going to be UC San Diego runs them off the floor, or Michigan's just going to run them off the floor. Like, it's not going to be a good game. Like, I really don't know who to go with here. Michigan, very, very big physical team. 2 7-footers in their lineup. Wolf, Golden. One thing about Michigan is they do not take care of the ball very well. Their guards create a lot of turnovers, and so does Wolf. And UC San Diego forces a lot of turnovers. Their defense, they just run around. They just play fast. That's what they do. That's kind of their they switch on everything. Like, no matter what the size is, they switch on everything. I really like this UC San Diego team just because of their defense. Gray, one of the best. I think he leads the stealing in all of college basketball. And, Tate Jones is a freaking stud, too. He's going to be guarded by a Wolf, though, so maybe he might get slowed down a little bit. I mean, I don't know. I just think this game is going to come down to, who can take care of the ball, and that's going to be UC San Diego. So I'm going to roll with the 12 seed UC San Diego to move on in this one. And then we got the 4 seed Texas A&M versus the 13 seed Yale. Everybody's on Yale this year, guys, and there's a good reason to be on this Yale Bulldogs team. Pulakidis, Mbang, Towson is a legit 3. Those 3 could probably play at any Power 5 school in the country. That's how good they are. Texas A&M, they're led by Taylor and Payne. When those 2 are not on, they flat out suck. Like, they are awful. And Wade Taylor, especially when he's not on. When he is not on, this team is just not very good. And this Texas A&M team funds themselves on hammering the offensive glass. That's what they do so well. Buzz Williams has done a great job with them this year. And the thing about Yale is that they do not allow a lot of defensive rebounds or offensive rebounds. Yale is a very, very good defensive rebounding team, so I think Texas A&M is going to be out of their comfort zone. They don't shoot the ball great. Pulakidis is going to have another Marsh legacy game. I'm going to roll with the 13 seed Yale to upset the 4 seed Texas A&M and move on to the round of 32. And then we got the 6 seed Ole Miss versus the 11 seed North Carolina. Ole Miss, both these teams are very similar. They both take care of the ball. Both pretty solid shooting teams. And generally, though, they're not great rebounding teams. I think North Carolina has them on the size aspect inside. I honestly do like North Carolina's ability to shoot the ball better. They looked insane against San Diego State, for keeping it real. Looks like no one's going to beat them the way that they're playing. Just shot the ball really, really well. I like their ability a lot. I'm going to roll with the 11 seed North Carolina to upset the 6 seed Ole Miss. And then we got the 3 seed Iowa State versus the 14 seed Lipscomb. Iowa State has lost Keyshawn Gilbert for the year. Don't love that for them. Heisey's going to replace him. He's a solid defender, but he can't bring the offense that Gilbert brings. Lipsy's been a little banged up. Don't love his offensive ability. So their offense is going to run through Jones and Monsilovic. And it seems like that those two, I love those two a lot. But Lipscomb, they got 5 guys who can shoot the ball on the outside. Anderson's a great shooter. Ognosovich is an absolute dog, averages 20 points a game. He can bring it from outside. Their center, Williams, he can even shoot it outside. Powell, and then, oh my gosh, Pruitt. I mean, all 5 of them can shoot. And, Iowa State just played a team who can shoot the ball really well, and that's BYU. And they show and struggle defensively. This Iowa State team loves to turn teams over. They love to get physical. They love to get offensive rebounds. Lipscomb limits teams' offensive rebounds. Lipscomb does not turn the ball over. This is a 14 seed that you guys should take, and I've been high on this Lipscomb team all year. I'm rolling with the 14 seed Lipscomb to upset the 3 seed Iowa State. And I just realized that I've taken 5 straight upsets. It's March, baby. Have some fun with your brackets. Don't go all chalk. And then we've got the 7 seed Marquette versus 10 seed New Mexico. Cam Jones, Donovan Dent, sign me up. I mean, this game's going to be insane. Very, very offensive heavy. I think New Mexico is the better rebounding team. Junior Joseph is going to have a big day if they want to win this one. Gold, I don't love his inside presence, but he shoots the 3 ball really well. This Marquette team is just they're really good at shooting the ball, guys. New Mexico doesn't have a great 3-point defense. They allow a lot of teams to shoot all over them. I think Marquette gets really comfortable in this one. I'm going to roll with the 7 seed Marquette and Cam Jones to move on to the next round. And then we got the 2 seed Michigan State versus the 15 seed Bryant. I generally do think this is the 15 seed that can most likely win a game. They're so similar, guys, Michigan State and Bryant. They both rebound the ball really well. They don't shoot the 3 ball very well. They both take care of the ball, force a decent amount of turnovers. They both, what was I going to say? Shoot the ball very similarly. This Bryant team, I like them a lot. Timberlake, Pinzone. And then Michigan State's led by Akins and Richardson. This is a 15 seed that you guys should, if you're going to pick anybody, pick them. But since they're so similar, I'm just going to take the team that does the things better, and that's Michigan State. So give me the 2 seed Michigan State to move on in this one. And then we got the 1 seed Auburn versus the 9 seed Creighton. The one thing that Creighton just does not do very well is they do not take care of the ball. And Auburn doesn't really turn a lot of teams over, but they play kind of fast. Both these teams are going to get up and down the floor a little bit. I think Auburn is the better overall shooting team. I think they're the better rebounding team. But I think Creighton's presence with Kalkbrenner can shut down Broom. Going to make it a guard-heavy game. And I just like Auburn's guards more than Creighton's. I'm going to roll with the 1 seed Auburn to win this one. And then in the next matchup, we got a couple Cinderella teams here who upset some teams in the first round. We got the 12 seed UC San Diego versus the 13 seed Yale. I'm going to get to the quick and to the point with this one. UC San Diego is an amazing 3-point shooting team. McGee is one of the best shooters in the country that you do not know about. He can fill it up on any given night. Yale also has Pulukitis who can fill it up. Neither one of these teams really have really good 3-point defenses, but Yale's 3-point defense is not very good. They give up a lot of threes. I think UC San Diego is going to take advantage of that. Give me the 12 seed UC San Diego, and the Tritons in their first ever tournament are going to the Sweet 16. And then we got the 11 seed North Carolina versus the 14 seed Lipscomb. Guys, this is going to be a shootout. When North Carolina is shooting the ball really well, they are one of the best teams in the country, and I do not care what anybody says. This Lipscomb team does allow teams to not shoot the ball amazing. They don't allow teams to really shoot all over them. I like that about this Lipscomb team a lot. I already said about their 5 starters can really shoot the ball. This game might be in the 80s or the 90s with their shooting ability. Withers has been on another level. But I honestly think that this 14 seed Lipscomb team is the sleeper in this tournament. I might be a little biased. I don't like North Carolina. But I'm just going to roll with it. Give me the 14th seed Lipscomb to win this game, and they are moving on to the Sweet 16. And then we got the 7 seed Marquette versus the 2 seed Michigan State. Michigan State was able to knock off Marquette 2 years ago in the NCAA tournament. I think Cam Jones has that in the back of his head. He remembers that. Michigan State doesn't really have a dynamic score, and they're all well-rounded. I think this Marquette team brings more offensively, but this Michigan State team is so good defensively. Michigan State's not going to have a lot of days to prepare for Marquette. I like the ability that Cam Jones has. I don't think anybody on the court is going to be able to guard him. Ben Gold will be able to stretch the floor. Don't love his inside game, but I don't know. I just feel like Marquette's just going to outshoot this Spartans team. Michigan State is they've what's the word for it? They kind of outdone themselves this year. I didn't really think they're going to be this good. So I'm going to roll with the 7 seed Marquette to win this one, move on to the Sweet 16. And then in the first Sweet 16 matchup, we got the 1 seed Auburn versus the 12 seed UC San Diego. Sadly, I think this is where the Triton's run ends. Not a good 3-point shooting defense at all. Let a lot of teams shoot all over them. Auburn's going to take advantage of that, and they got the inside presence with Broom. Just don't love this matchup for the Tritons. So give me the 1 seed Auburn to move on to the Elite Eight. Sorry. And then we got the 14 seed Lipscomb versus the 7 seed Marquette. Both these teams can really shoot the ball. This is going to be another offensive battle. And overall, this Lipscomb team has had a great run, but I'm going to be a little safe with them. I think Marquette's just more talented, just the better overall team, better coached, better players. So, unfortunately, Lipscomb, it's been a hell of a ride, boys. I'm going to be rolling with you all tournament long, but I'm going to take the 7 seed Marquette to go to the Elite Eight. And then for a trip to the Final Four, we got the 1 seed Auburn versus the 7 seed Marquette. Both of these teams had incredible non-conference plays, guys. This is why I like Marquette so much, is because they were really, really good in non-conference play. But once Big East came along, they kind of struggled a little bit. So I think they're not going to have to play any Big East teams anymore, guys. This is all the rest of the country, which they've shown to be really, really good at. I like the ability that they have. Auburn, I just really don't see an advantage for Marquette in this one. Auburn is deeper. They have more scores. Janai Broom is going to feast. Ben Gold is not going to be able to guard Janai Broom. This is going to be a rough game for Marquette. I think they make a run here, but I just think they get blown out. Give me the 1 seed Auburn to go to the Final Four. I know that this region was crazy, but I just think Auburn is by far the best team, guys. Like, Michigan State, don't love them. Iowa State's banged up. Texas A&M can't shoot. Michigan can't take care of the ball. Ole Miss can't shoot. This region is just not very good. Like Auburn is by far the best team, and if they do not win this region, I honestly think Auburn's toughest game is going to be whoever wins between Louisville and Creighton. Like, whoever wins between Auburn, Louisville, and Creighton, I think is getting out of this region and going to the Final Four. I generally do think that. I don't think anybody else in this conference is going to do that. So I'm going to roll with the 1 seed Auburn. Love this team. Janai Broom, Denver Jones, Miles Kelly, Chad Baker-Mazara, even though he kind of gets a little emotional. Pettiford, Cardwell. This team is just so good, guys. I got the number 1 overall seed making it. They haven't been playing as good recently, but I think they can catch themselves under their feet here in this one. They haven't made the Final Four since 2019 when they were led by Bruce Brown, Jared Harper. They didn't have Chuma Okeke. They did it for him. So I think they're going to get back to this one. Bruce Pearl, they remember that loss to Yale last year. I think they're going to deliver in this one. So I'm going to take the 1 seed Auburn to go to the Final Four in the South region. They win the South. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm probably going to post, I know Texas and Xavier play tonight, so whichever region is that team's not in, I'm probably going to post another one later today, maybe even the other one, once the final first 4 game 16 seeds are decided. So I'm going to post those tonight, probably whichever region, I forgot which region Texas and Xavier in, probably post that tomorrow morning, and then I'll post my Final Four tomorrow morning as well. So thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you stay around. I'm going to post those other region predictions pretty soon. This tournament's going to be great, guys. I think there's going to be a lot of upsets, a lot of good teams playing in the Final Four. Love this field this year. So thank you guys so much for watching. That's all I got for you guys today. BMX Bracketology out. God bless everyone.